everyone, welcome back to Glitter Cat Studios. I have been away for a couple of weeks because we were on fall break and we had an exam and I've been studying my buns off. Thankfully I have an A, so it's working. But I have started a new project and I'm very excited. What I'm doing is I'm taking these little resin castings with my Alumilite Quick-Cure. Let me show you the box right here. This is the magic stuff. It cures, turns white in 10 minutes. That lets you get a lot done in a short amount of time. So I got these picture frame molds with cameos. I think they were on Temu. Temu usually carries the same things that Amazon does, and I accidentally got two of the same one, which helped since I was casting today. Aren't these adorable? They are all French Baroque, French country, and they're just little thin ones. They're silicone. So what I've done is I have poured the resin into these little molds and made these picture frames. And the idea, I even did some of the cameos. So the idea, I'm painting them different shades. Actually, shade is the word. Different shades of brown. And I'm gonna just demonstrate one really quickly on one that's almost dry. What I'm going to do is insert Victorian images into them and then sell them as ornaments. So I'm going to drill a hole up here, and I've got all kinds of different goodies that I found where in my Victoria magazine. So they're all different types of images. That's a Santa Claus. This is a set of angels. It looks like it was painted by Raphael. That is definitely something that Raphael would paint. But they were just images that I clipped out of my Victoria magazines. And so that's what we're doing today. And I will show you how to get this going. So let me get my molds out of the way. And all I'm doing is painting all of these little frames. The Alumilite, it doesn't seem to require that you prepare it beforehand with gesso or any kind of prep like that. Perhaps you're supposed to, I don't know. But for my purposes, because I usually put some gilding wax over the top of it, I've never seemed to need it, so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, it's been a few minutes, and this is the first one that I painted, and as you can tell, it's dried pretty quickly, and it looks pretty nice. I like the variation in the color, but it's up to you as to how you want that. So I've decided that since I want these to look like very period French country, Baroque, shabby chic, Victorian picture frames, that I am going to get the color as evenly as I can underneath before I do the layer of gold gilding. So I'm going to go through all of these again after they've dried and give them a second coat. So as you can see, these are all dry. I've got them all laid out here. I did a lot of extra ones off camera that I had already cast. On some of them, I missed certain places. I'm not worrying about the back right now because I've got something planned for that. I did a couple of these cameos that I did in black gloss. I didn't realize that the acrylic paint was gloss when I did them, but I thought it was a neat look. So the next step is to take whichever one is your favorite. This is metallic gilding polish, and I use it all the time. As you can tell, it's pretty ratty and got it everywhere. But all we're going to do is take a little on our finger and then just start gilding. And it doesn't matter if you get it too thick in some places, that's okay. But just keep working it in. What I've done now is I've gone through and I have matched the art that I want with the particular frame, and then I cut just a piece of 65-pound cardstock to go behind this, and that's the reason you didn't have to really worry about the back, because whatever the cardboard doesn't cover, then you can go back and deal with it if you want to, or you can just cut the cardboard a little bit bigger than the actual photo that goes in the frame. So I did that for all these pieces, and because I had used different shades of brown, I wanted to make sure that the pictures that I chose were going to look appropriate for that frame. So now all you want to do is just lay down your glue or your tape. I am addicted to this double-sided tape from Amazon, which I will link below. I'm afraid I'm always getting off camera here. Sorry, I moved my light earlier so I could see what I was doing over there. So just make sure you get all of that nice and good. There we go. So that one is finished, and now we're just going to do all the others. Be careful you don't do what I just did. You were thinking about 14 other things and going on autopilot, and you put the glue on the wrong side of the picture. So, don't be a bonehead like me. Okay, there we go. All of our frames are done. Now, like I said, on some of these you may not have to paint the back. You will. You can use whatever color you want to, probably to match the frame. The resin that I use, like I said in the first part of the video, there doesn't seem to be a big need for you to prepare it first with gesso. I just used 2 coats of acrylic paint on these. lighter one. So those are our frames. Next thing, and they don't have to be specifically Christmas. Flowers are big. I've got other things here, other pictures from my Victoria magazine for some of the other frames that I showed you, where you can actually, the red and the white alone just makes that look Christmas, don't you think? I do. And some years I just decorated with greenery and red roses. That's all I did. So these peach ones I thought looked really pretty. They will probably go with something a little browner on that, but it doesn't have to be specifically Christmas. But I do have a picture of a Santa Claus here that is a Victorian painting that would look great in that little frame. So it's just up to what you want to do. I don't know if I can get the Christmas. Yeah, I can. You just have to check and see how you want to crop the image with your frame. So basically that's it. This is our project. If you would like to go back and make a little tab for a stand, you could use a piece of acetate, and that way you can stand them up. I will probably attach some kind of a hook back here, and then with some hot glue, and then a wire, so I can put some ribbon through. So I will let you see that at the end of this video, but thank you so much for staying with me. I know this was a little longer than the one that I've usually been doing, but I so appreciate you guys. I'm starting to get more followers, and I am grateful for that. This weekend I will post a video. I may even go live, so if you want to see that, tune in on Friday. Watch for the announcement. I will post it as a premiere, but I may go ahead and broadcast from Art Prowl, and then I think I may take a break after that for about a week or two, because I've got a second exam coming up that's going to be very, very tough, and I need to devote my time to that. So I hope you guys are doing well. Show me, give me links to what you've done. I'm also, you can find all of my social on my profile, and tag me in some of your things and say, hey, I got inspired by this, because I love to inspire people. All right, so that's it for today. I will see you from Art Prowl this weekend, and I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.